Hello students, welcome to Elga 10 revision class at Shri Vidyaniketan Public School, Sri Ramnagar. Students, today we are going to revise Unit 7 of Day 1. Before starting the class, make sure that you will have your student reader, workbook and notebook and pen and pencil while attending the online class. So now let us start our today's class. Yes. Now let us see what are the concepts we are going to revise in this unit. The name of unit is Information Technology, and these are the main topics and these are the subtopics which we are going to revise in this unit. The first topic is phonics. In phonics, we are going to revise silent letter words. The second component is whole words. Yes, in whole words, we are going to revise synonyms and antonyms. And the third component is reading and listening comprehension. In this, we are going to revise fact and opinion, main idea with details, and cause and effect and drawing conclusion. And the next component is grammar. In grammar, we are going to revise verbs. So now let us start our today's class. So let us begin with the phonics. Yes. Now let us see the spellings words with silent letters. A silent letter is a word that are not pronounced but make a huge difference to the meaning and pronunciation of the word. So now let us see some of the examples of silent letter words. Yes, for example, here SC words. So means here silent C words. So now let us see the silent C words. When S and C comes together, then C is silent. For example, scientist, scientist. So now when here S and C come together, we heard a sound of only S, but we did not hear the sound of C, that is K. Why? Because here the C is silent. So we are going to pronounce it as scientist. And one more example, scent. Yes. So now we'll move to the next silent letter words. Yes. Now silent W words. So here when W and R come together, then W is silent. For example, wrong. So here when W and R comes together, we heard a sound of only R, that is R, but we did not hear the sound of W, that is V. Why? Because here the W is silent. So here we are going to pronounce it as wrong. Now one more example, wrinkle. So we'll move to the next silent letter words. Yes. Now let us see the K silent words. So here when K and N come together, here when the K and N come together, the letter K is silent. So here for example, knee, knee. So here when we read this word, we can hear only the sound of N, but we cannot hear the sound of K. What is the sound of N? N. And what is the sound of K? K. So here only we can hear the sound of N, that is N. Why? Because here the K is silent. When K and N come together, then K is silent. So it is knee. One more example, knife. So now let us see some more words, silent letter words. Yes. So now let us see the silent G words. So here when G and N come together, then G is silent. For example, combine, combine. So can you hear the sound of G here? What is the sound of G? Yes, G. So did you heard the sound of G here? Sound of G, G? No. Why? Because here when G and N comes together, the letter G is silent. So we pronounce it as combine. One more example, design. Yes. Now let us see some more silent letter words. So now here G and H comes together. Here both the G and H are silent. So they are called silent GH words. So now for example, caught. So while reading this word, did you heard the sound of G and H? So what is the sound of G? G. And what is the sound of H? H. So here did you heard the sound of G and H while reading this word? Caught. Yes. Why? Because we didn't heard here the sound of G and H because they both are silent. So we have read it as caught. So one more example, height. So we'll see the next silent letter words. Yes. Here let us see the silent G words. So when I, G, N comes together, then G is silent. For example, design. Design. So can you hear the sound of G here? What is the sound of G? G. So did you hear the sound of G here? No. Why? Because it is silent. So here when I, G, N. So in this I, G, N comes together, the letter G is silent. So we'll pronounce it as design. One more example, resign. So now let us see next silent words. O-U-G-H-T. So now let us see U-G-H silent words. So here when O-U-G-H-T comes together, U-G-H are silent. For example, thought. So while reading this word, did you heard the sound of U-G-H? What is the sound of U? A. What is the sound of G? G. The sound of H is H. So did you heard the sound of these three letters while reading this word thought? No. So now let us see by reading this word using the blending method. So now th make a sound th or t. So we did not hear the sound of UGH. Why? Because they are silent. So here when OUGHT come together, the UGH are silent. So we'll pronounce it as thought. One more example, fought. Fought. So now let us see the exercise based on these topics. Yes. Fill in the blanks with the correct sound. So students, here there are some pictures. You have to look at the picture and choose the correct sound from the help box and fill in the blank. First, you have to look at the picture. Then you have to say the word. Then you have to choose the correct sound from the option and fill in the blank. Let us do an example. So now what is this picture? Scissors. What is it? Scissors. So which sound did you heard? Sir. Which sound did you heard? S. So I will choose S from here and I'll fill in the blank. So students, in the same way you have to complete the remaining questions. Yes, we'll see the next topic, that is whole words. So synonym. Synonym means same. Synonym is what? Word that means exactly or nearly the same as another word. Synonym is nothing but the same meaning. Two words will give the same meaning. For example, here Rohan is sad and one more sentence, Neha is upset. So here sad and upset are the synonyms because they give the same meaning. Sad and upset give the same meaning. And here some more words have more than one synonym. For example, happy. For the word happy, there are more than one synonym. Example, fun, cheerful, glad, jolly are the same meaning as happy. And few more examples for small. For the small, synonyms are tiny, little, minor, short. All these are the same meaning. They are called synonyms. The words which have the same meaning are synonyms. So now let us see the exercise based on this topic. Yes. Read the following sentences, underline the words that have similar meaning and write them in the space provided below. So students, here there are some sentences. You have to underline the words which are similar meaning and you have to write in the space provided for you. Let us do one example. Yes, what is the first sentence? Rohan likes to keep his room neat and tidy. So in this sentence, which are the similar meanings? Which are the two words have similar meanings? Yes, Rohan likes to keep his room neat and tidy. So which two words have the similar meaning? Can you guess it? Yes, neat and tidy. So both will give the same meaning. So here I am going to underline neat and tidy and we'll write it in the space. So students, in the same way, you have to complete the remaining questions. We'll move to the next exercise. Yes, here rewrite the following sentences by replacing the underlined word with its synonym from the box. So students, here there are synonyms in the help box and there are the sentences. You have to read the sentences carefully and you have to replace the underlined word with its correct synonym taking from the box. So now let us do one example. It was a very chilly evening. So here they have underlined chilly. So what is the which are the word chilly? Which is the what is the synonym of chilly? Chilly. So what is the synonym of this word? It's the states heated, cold, trip. So chilly, another meaning for one more word for the chilly which gives the same meaning. That is cold. So cold is the synonym of chilly. So now I am going to rewrite the sentence by replacing the chilly. So it was a very cold evening. So in this way you have to complete the remaining questions. Yes, we'll move to the next topic. Yes. Now let us see antonym. And antonym means opposites. Opposite words are called antonyms. Antonym is a word that means the opposite of another word. For example, here Minish is happy and Dhanushree is sad. So here Minish is happy but Danish is sad. So here happy opposite sad. So both are called antonyms. So they give the opposite meaning. So some more examples are long opposite short, early opposite late. So for the opposite another name is antonym. So let us see the exercise based on this topic. Yes, now circle the antonym of the underlined word in each sentence. So students, here there is a sentence. Here there are the sentence. You have to read the sentence carefully and you have to circle the antonym of the underlined word. Let us do an example. The road we went on was very smooth. So here they have underlined the word smooth. So what is the antonym of the smooth? The options are trip, on, rough, heavy. So what is the antonym of the smooth? Antonym in the sense opposite word of the smooth. Can you guess it? Yes, rough. So I am going to circle rough. So students, in this way you have to complete the remaining questions. Yes, we'll move to the next exercise. Yes. Now here read the following sentences and underline the words that are opposites in meaning and write them in the space below. So students, here you have to read the sentences carefully and underline the words that are opposites in meanings, and we should write them in the space. Let us do one example here. I had a dry towel, but after I wiped myself, it became wet. So yes, students, in this sentence, which are the opposite words? Once again, I repeat the sentence. I had a dry towel, but after I wiped myself, it became wet. So now in these two sentences, there are two opposite words. So which are those two words? Can you identify it? Yes, that is dry and wet. Dry opposite wet. So these two I'm going to underline. I'm going to underline the dry and wet, and I will write in the space. So students, in the same way, you have to complete the remaining questions. Yes, with this, we are going to complete our today's class. Students, utilize your leftover time to complete the worksheets. Thank you. Happy learning.